Thank you for your interest in the new Mercedes-Benz e-Sprinter. With this instructional video, we would like to explain everything you need to know about driving and using the e-Sprinter. In doing so, we are supporting you in using the vehicle efficiently and sustainably. Unplugging the charging cable. Before starting the vehicle, please check if the charging cable is still plugged. Remove it if necessary, and close the charging socket. Otherwise, the vehicle will not start. Starting the vehicle. In order to start the vehicle, step on the brake. At the same time, press the Start-Stop button, which is located next to the steering wheel of the e-Sprinter, analogous to a petrol or diesel vehicle. The key must be in the vehicle. However, the driver is informed about the e-Sprinter's readiness to drive via the display with the Ready symbol, and is therefore not indicated by an engine noise. The vehicle starts up noiselessly and without any vibrations. Next, push the gear selector lever, which is located at the right side of the steering wheel, into the D position. To do this, press the gear selector lever downwards and release the parking brake. Make sure you pay extra attention to other road users, especially pedestrians, not only when driving away, as the vehicle emits very little noise. From the end of 2020 on, the e-Sprinter will also be produced with the acoustic presence indicator, according to legal requirements. Driving the vehicle efficiently. The e-driving mode is active when the vehicle has been started. It provides a good balance of range, driving dynamics, heating, and air conditioning power. In addition, the strongest recuperation level D- is preset by default. That is, as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator pedal, the vehicle even slows down without using the brake. During recuperation, braking energy is recovered and the range is optimized. Even a one-pedal ride may be possible in the D- stage with a four-sided driving style, but this does not replace the brake. Caution: the recuperation will not bring the vehicle to a complete standstill and does not replace the use of the brake. Reverse mode. Manage the e-Sprinter by inserting the reverse gear, analogous to the conventional Sprinter. If necessary, use the optionally available rear-view mirror with a reversing camera image for help. Parking. Before disembarking, please ensure that you insert the gear selector lever in P and turn off the vehicle. Otherwise, a warning message will show. Please insert the parking brake for safety reasons. Charging. The e-Sprinter can be charged at an AC charging station or on the go at a DC fast charging station. To start the charging process, unlock the desired charging station and plug in your own charging cable or use the connected charging cable of the charging station. Then open the charging socket at the vehicle, which is located in the front of the radiator grid behind the star. The vehicle must be unlocked to do so. Now plug the other end of the charging cable into the socket. Here you will notice the charging socket's light signals. These have the following meanings. Permanently white. Charging socket correctly unlocked, the cable can be plugged in. Flashing yellow. Connection is established. Flashing green. Charging is active. Permanently green. Charging is complete. Permanently yellow. Charging brake. If something does not work properly, the light signal flashes, for example, white if the vehicle was not unlocked correctly. A red signal indicates a disturbance. Please contact your Mercedes-Benz partner. If you are planning to leave your vehicle while charging, you should lock it after having plugged in the charging cable. The time of the charging process depends on the state of charge of the battery size, and whether you charge AC or DC. At the DC fast charging station, it only takes around 25 minutes from 10 to 80%. At the AC charging station, it takes 8 hours from 0 to 100%. To end the charging process, unlock the vehicle, press the charging stop button, and simply remove the charging cable from the charging port, and if necessary, from the charging station. The range of the e-Sprinter depends, for example, on the driven speed, the loading, the outside temperature, the use of heating and air conditioning, the recuperation level, and the driving mode. Please note the following guideline, because you as the driver can influence the real range of the e-Sprinter and maximize it with a defensive and predictive driving style. Recuperation levels. In order to receive the best range, it is recommended to drive with the preset recuperation level, D-. This is quite simple and actually the same as with a combustion engine. Get off the accelerator pedal in time, for example, when you drive towards a red traffic light, and preferably use the recuperation function instead of the brake. The further recuperation levels D, D+, and D++ can be selected via the pedals at the steering wheel. This leads to a weaker deceleration, or often to no deceleration at all, which is known as sailing. These recuperation levels are more suitable for drives at higher speeds. Caution: please do not increase the recuperation level on icy roads in order to prevent loss of traction of the driving wheels. Driving modes. The e-driving mode is active when the vehicle is started. It provides a good balance of range, driving dynamics, and heating and air conditioning. In addition to this, the E+ and C driving modes are available for an even more energy-efficient or more comfortable driving experience. Speed and acceleration. In order to further optimize the range, please note that your eSprinter may be equipped with a maximum speed of 80 km an hour, 100 km an hour, or 120 km an hour. Specific details can be found in the vehicle registration form. Please drive at a reasonable speed and accelerate only moderately in order to maximize the range. Temperature. The outside temperature and associated heating and climate behavior have a significant influence on the range of your eSprinter. At cold outside temperatures, it is advisable to preheat the vehicle during the charging process, and if necessary, to de-ice the windows before starting the drive using the front windscreen defrosting button, or if available, with the electric front windscreen heating. The seat heating should preferentially be used during the drive due to its low energy consumption. Adjust the temperature and ventilation of your vehicle wisely. It is recommended to choose a higher temperature at a lower fan level. In addition, the climate energy saving mode may reduce the energy consumption of the eSprinter, since the heating and air conditioning are reduced automatically when doors are open frequently or when driving with open windows. Loading. Due to the batteries installed underfloor, the eSprinter has the same loading volume as a conventional Sprinter and impresses with a payload of up to 1 ton, depending on the battery size. The weight of the load also has a moderate influence on the range of the eSprinter. However, a heavier vehicle recuperates a little more and therefore regains slightly more energy. Note: you can always see the remaining range in the display in the instrument cluster. It is calculated based on your current consumption. As soon as only 22 kilometers of remaining range are available, the warning light in the dashboard starts to light up. This indicates to immediately head to a charging station. The performance will also be reduced when the remaining range drops to less than 6 kilometers. Thank you very much for your attention. We wish you a great drive with your new eSprinter. Caution: the components of the high-voltage electrical system are immediately recognizable by the yellow warning stickers, which should not be touched, and orange cable conduits. The windscreen wiping water can be normally refilled, and the eSprinter can also be cleaned in automatic car washes. Caution: the electrical components must not be shaken or jolted or cleaned with high pressure at a close distance, as the electrical system is under high voltage. You should, under no circumstances, change the components of the onboarding system or touch damaged components. For example, after an accident, because you could get an electric shock. There is a danger of death. Keep in mind that components of the high-voltage system might not appear to be damaged in the event of an accident. In the event of an accident, deactivate, if possible, the high-voltage circuit by switching off the vehicle using the Start-Stop button. If the vehicle has a serious damage or is in a serious accident, the system automatically shuts off. You should have the vehicle transported to a certified workshop where it can be examined for any damage, including the high-voltage system. Rescue personnel can switch the high-voltage circuit off by cutting the rescue separation point in the seat box of the driver's seat.